Hello everybody, I'm Burnedoutguy and welcome back to my test world for the version 3 of my tree eater. Just to give you all a little recap, I upgraded my laptop so now it meets the requirements to run the Elgato capture card, hopefully. So now I'm gonna go and order the damn thing and hopefully in a little while I'll receive it. And then I'll be able to start using my capture card. So, first things first, to talk about this machine is that it's now direction sensitive. It must be facing either east or west on your map. And for those that don't know what east and west is, that is left and right, or right and left. So left and right is east and west of your map. And that's all because I added a monostable at the top to start the machine. It's 8 wide by 13 deep by 17 tall. Now the circuitry itself is only 7 wide, but because this piston right here needs to go out and back and forth a couple times, well, it needs to be 8 wide, unless you just do it 7 all the way down and leave a little space for that. That's your choice. So to begin with the tutorial, you need a 8 by 7 area, and starting off with whatever building block you want to use, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and then you start here and you go put 4 building blocks, and you put a piston here, a regular one, back here. You put a normal piston facing that way. Then, let's get rid of that for now. Grab some sand. You want to put some sand across here, 5 pieces to be exact. Then from this piston here, you want to go 12 up, including this piece of sand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And like say if you were building out on creative, like you just tower yourself up and then you would crouch. Let me myself off. Go crouch and go 1, 2, 3. Then come over to the end here and then just start placing sand. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, whatever. Anyways, you would just do that and place sand going up. And make sure it comes down only 1 block underneath the dirt. And, oh yes, and then you're going to need sand here. So then that way you got this right here. And we're going to go back and get a normal piston. Just toss one there for now and put 1, push it in like that. That way you got your 3 pushers. Now we're only missing the 1 over here, which we'll get to that in a bit. So from this piston, you're going to want to go 1 over, 1, 2, you can get rid of that one. And then just because I like to distinguish the block from the button, I like to put the button on a different color block. What did I have there? And I'll go with that. Alright, so that's where your button starts. And from behind your button, you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of this one right here. Put a sticky piston facing up, sticky piston facing down, a block here, and a block here. And put 2 repeaters on no delay, and a piece of dust. And there's your monostable. And for those that watched my previous videos, you know I use big blocks. So anyways, off we go down, 1, 2, and 3, and then put a torch, and then wrap around so that way you're on this side of it. Go 1 up, 1 on the sides, and then you can delete that block. And you're just going to want to come 1 over, then you're going to want to come down, put 1 in front, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happened here? 7, and like this. should be right. And then go up one like this, 2, up one, and skip 2 like this, do another one, and another one up like that. And you should have this right here. I know it seems like a little complicated, but not really. And you want to put dust here, dust like this, dust here. And then you want repeater, 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 and a repeater. And none of these are on a delay, except for this one right here. You have a 4-tick delay. And then you want to put a torch here. So from these blocks right here that you placed here, you're going to want to grab 2 sticky pistons, one here, put a normal one down here, and you can grab a piece of dirt, put it there. And really that other block's not supposed to be there, so we'll just do this, and we'll put it back. There we go. Should only really be that one there, so it's no big deal. Even if that would have been there, the system would have started up okay and it would have reset back down here, so there would have been nothing to fear. Alright, so where were we? Alright, so that's that pusher side. You're going to want to put a piece of dust here too, so that way it activates that side here. And that's good. So we come around on this side, on that other block that we placed. You put a repeater on no tick delay. Grab a block up. And then on the side of this, we're going to need a sticky piston and a block. And coming from down underneath, go 1, 2, and down 1. And then you can get rid of these 2. And then you put a torch here. And then from the side of the torch, you put a block. And come down and put another block and get rid of it. Like this. If I'm building too fast, just put it on pause, so you can have it like this, and this is going to be your clock. And this, I've had some interesting things happen to it depending on where I build it. And then you're going to put a piece of dust here, so you're going to start off with putting that on 3 ticks. I know the other ones are on 2 ticks, but we'll get to that on how you bring it back down to 2 ticks, because everywhere you build it, it's a little bit different. So from on top of this block, you're going to put a block, another one, there, a sticky piston, and then a block, and come out like this by 2 blocks, and go down 1, get rid of these 2, put a torch, put a block, and then come out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a block up, so that way you're there. I always do that. And then just come wrap it around, so that way it's even here. And then you can build your blocks like this. You need to go 1 up and 1 over, and delete that. And starting from back here, you need a piece of dust. Dust, 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 dust. And put a piece of dust here, and dust, dust, dust. Because you're going to have a repeater here. Oops, repeater, repeater. A repeater on 4-tick delay. A repeater on no tick. And a repeater on 3-tick delay. So that clock is now going to activate this top section of the piston pushers right here. When this piston comes back into play and that dirt removes, that's when the piston will activate on the clock here. Alrighty, so now that we've gotten that done, we're going to go work on getting the bottom hooked up. So we put a torch here, come off the torch, go 1, 2, like this, 3, sorry, and then you're going to want to come down 1. And you should have like a staircase like this. Put dust here and dust there. And from the side here, put a sticky piston. That don't look right. Oh, I went out one. Okay, well, no big deal. We'll just get rid of this. I was wondering why I looked pretty close. Sorry, my bad. So out one, up one. I'll leave that there. These are just going to have to change. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. And I like my pink blocks. Alright. So repeater, 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 full tick delay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Can be a little pain in the ass sometimes. Alright, so like I said, that completes the top section. And then your torch, 2, 3 out, stare down, like this. Dust and dust. So now it's powered. Come underneath, you put your sticky piston. And you go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. And then so it looks like that. And grab your dust. Put that there like this. And a repeater on no tick. That way it's powering up. So grab your stickies again. Put another one here. Go down 1, 2, and 3. But this time instead of going on the opposite side. And you're going to put that there, and that there, and that there. So you're going to have this going down. So from this last block on his side, you're going to put a torch. Then you're going to go block, 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 up one, and one to the side. You're going to put some dust there, 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 and there. And we're going to put the repeaters here. And now just start by putting this one on 2. Now you might have to change this one to 3 depending on if everything is working right. So that's that. So that's what hooks up the bottom part here. Now all the pushers are hooked up to the clock. Now we can start the turn-off section. So by coming on top of this piston, we go 1, 2 here, put a block there, and then put 1 there, and 2 here, and actually you can put 1 more right there. So you put that there, 2 more repeaters, no tick delay these ones. If you watch my previous videos, you'll know what this is exactly for. This is the AND gate that shuts off the system. So you'll have this. And now coming from underneath this torch here, go 1, 2 out. Get rid of that block. 1, 2, 3. You can get rid of these 2 blocks. Then come 1 up. And come 4 over. 1 over like this. 1 here, and 1 up. And like I said, I'm sorry if I'm building this fast, but I just want to make sure I get this in a decent time. I don't want it to be too long, this video. So you're going to put this repeater on full tick delay, and a piece of dust, 2 pieces of dust here, a torch there, a torch there, a piece of dust here, a repeater on no tick delay, and a torch. And then you can come up on top of here, go torch, or block, torch, come on, block, torch, that's 1, 2, 3, 1 more torch. So you should have 4 torches, and on top of the 4th torch, we put our sticky piston, and it should activate and grab that block. So that way, when eventually you do turn your system on, well, this is what's going to turn your clock off to the rest of the system. So that way it shuts off before the dirt breaks, or the sand starts to break, I believe up here. Alright, so that's that. Alright, coming off of the 2nd torch from the top, it should be off. So go 1, 2, 3 over. Then bring it all the way so you're 2 past the sand right here. Then you bring it up 1, over, and up another 1. And here you go up, up, destroy that block, up, up, destroy that block. And then I'll go back down here and complete So here you can just litter this with redstone dust all the way across up to this point here, where you're going to need a repeater on no tick delay, a torch here, and a torch here with some dust there. Then you come up one block over, and one block over like this to make an L, and then one block up. So now you put a repeater and 2 blocks of dust. So that's going to shut the system off. It's going to send another one tick pulse into the monostable, so it'll pick the block back up and shut off your system. Alright, so coming down, right here, from this one here, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, so that way you're on an angle of this one here. And you're going to put 2 blocks, you're going to put 1 here, you're going to go 1 up, and then you're going to come on this side, and you're going to go 1 up, and you're going to go 1 more up, so you're going to put a space in between. And then coming back down, you're going to put a torch, a repeater, a block of dust, a piece of dust, and then your torch. Now you notice your torch is off. Then come facing this way against the sand. Put a sticky piston facing towards you, so that way it's going to grab a hold of this green block. And that's what brings the dirt back after everything's done. Except I think you need to put this on a 4-tick delay. I'm just going to go have a gander here. It was on a no-tick delay, so was that one. Ooh, let me go check over here right quick. And that one I put on a 4-tick delay. The other ones seem to work without a 4-tick delay, but we'll put a 4-tick delay on there just to be safe. Okay, so you know what? That's it. Now we test it out and see how she works. Like I said, it's normal that it's going to break some sand if the timings aren't right. And this is why I put it on a slower clock, so that way we can work out the bugs. As you can see, on the slow version of the clock, it seems to work just fine. Alright, so let's speed that up a little bit. Let's put it on 2 ticks instead of 3 ticks. Okay? And then we're going to check this out. See, it started to break some dirt down here. So we're going to let it finish, and I'm going to change this to a 3-tick delay. And you're going to see that it should work. This is my troubleshooting for your machine, so that way when you go and you do this on your own, well, you're going to kind of know what to do. So first things first is come down here and replace your sand, so your dirt goes back into position. Likewise on this side, making sure that there's an air block here and an air block there. That's very important. So now we'll go down here and we'll put that one on a 3-tick delay, and this should work. Like I said, I've been playing with this for a little while now, so I kind of figured out the bugs towards it, so on how to tweak it. And there you go. Should work. Now let's just put a different colored block on there just to make sure that she gets all the way up to the top like it's supposed to be. And then that will conclude my tutorial. So I hope you all like this new version. I'm really happy with it. Makes me happy. It's much more compact and it's a little bit faster than the other version, and as you can see, it pushes exactly up with the other ones. So, oops, there you go. Exactly at 10 spots. So that's this tutorial with a little bit of troubleshooting on how you tweak it to get it your way. And like I said, you're just going to play with the clock, and you're going to play with this piston or this repeater down here don't touch any of the rest of the timings, like these one or this one, because you're just going to screw everything up really bad. So if you're going to play with any timings, just play with the clock and the one at the bottom, because that's where your problems are going to be. So thank you very much, and enjoy, and I hope you all really like this, because I love it. And peace, and take care.